Horoscope 101. Hi. It's my day to do my update. This is Lunaria Claire. I'll repeat the name for everyone. It's so funny that people have kind of an issue pronouncing it. I think it's a beautiful flower. So, first off, I want to mention one thing, and I would not usually do this, but I'm super, super, super excited about it. I have, I believe, 14 subscribers until I reach 200 on my channel, Lunaria Claire. That's just totally plugging, shameless self-promotion, but 14 until I hit 200. I don't know if I've even quite been on for 2 months. Maybe it has been 2 months, almost 2 months. Wow, that's amazing. Had a lot of family stuff going on, so I'm actually out of town right now. This is why I'm actually doing this on my iPad. Finally found a way to kind of prop it up somewhere. This is Hitchcock week, and I'm the last person doing it, and I will do it very quickly because I know everyone's hopefully seen this film, and that is The Birds. The Birds. The Birds. What did he do? He did this, and I don't know if you've seen, there was a TV movie, The Woman, something. I don't know, but it was about the making of The Birds, which was super, super interesting. I will find out what that is, and I will put it in the description. I'm sorry. I'm totally unprepared for this video. Didn't even know if I'd be able to do it this week, but here we go. The Birds. Tippi Hedren is so, so, so amazing in this film. She plays kind of a high and mighty, San Francisco woman who gets kind of enamored with a man that comes into this pet shop that she's in. And she kind of does something, I don't know how ladylike that is, but she kind of follows him to where he lives. And this is up in Bodega Bay, and I'd love to actually go to the city that this was done in to see some of the locations. As I said, if I'm totally unprepared for this and it's totally off the wall, again, I apologize. But I just wanted to kind of quickly touch on this film. Not really going to do so much of a synopsis, just know that she follows him to kind of get to know him a little better and realizes that he kind of lives in the same area as his younger sister and his mother. When I first saw the movie for the very first time, I thought that the girl was actually his daughter, and actually it's his little sister, and they're very, very different in ages. There's also a lady that lives in town who is an old romance of his, who you can tell is actually still kind of in love with him, but it just never really went anywhere. So she's a very close family friend. It kind of develops that it's more about them kind of getting to know each other. And then, of course, the birds start taking over. And the reason why this movie was probably so terrifying, and I still find it kind of terrifying, is that there's no explanation that's given for why the birds start attacking. That's kind of a spoiler if you haven't seen it, but that's not a huge spoiler. No explanation is given as to why they do this. So there's many, many scenes of children being attacked by these huge, black, terrifying birds, and you just really don't know why. Many people are killed. By the end of the film, you are just terrorized, and everyone should see this. If you have not seen any Hitchcock, when he does color in films, which Psycho is still my favorite movie of his, and I think that Psycho actually would have been a great film to review today because it's Mother's Day, but someone already did that. So, Psycho is such a great Mother's Day film. But I love his black and white, don't get me wrong, but when Hitchcock did color, there are always these themes of his colors, especially in Vertigo. I'd say the color was definitely green. Rear Window, there was just such stark, beautiful colors that when you watch his films, they don't look like anything else around that time. And excuse me, I'm going to have some coffee. Gotta wake up this morning. Happy Mother's Day, by the way, to all the mothers out there. I'm personally not a mother yet, but okay, back to the birds. The color that he uses on all of his films are just, they're vibrant and beautiful, and I'd say that Vertigo was definitely the film that he used the most themed colors, and that he used really greens. The Birds is very, it's by the ocean, and so you get lots of greens and blues, and, Tippi Hedren's blonde hair. It's just so beautiful, and I I love her. She was definitely Hitchcock's muse. You could, I know that James, you in particular, love Grace Kelly. I do love her. She's a little bit of a shrinking violet for my taste. Tippy is just enough of a spitfire that Tippi Hedren is definitely my favorite out of all the Hitchcock blondes. So as I said, this is my very quick just talk about The Birds. Definitely go check it out. It's still terrifying to this day. Kind of gory. There's a lot of death, destruction, all those things, and you never really get an explanation as to why. So, glad that I could kind of do this today. Hopefully I'll get to upload it pretty soon. Hopefully I have internet. And you guys have a great Mother's Day, and I'll see you next week.